Hello and welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I've got something very special for you. Is what would happen if a non-league club had £1 billion. As you can see here, they have got rich finances. We've used the FM editor to give them £1 billion in the bank. We've given them £1 million transfer budget, and we've given them 500,000 wage budget. Far too much for the league they are in the Vanarama National North. So what we're going to do in this episode, guys, is we're going to go forward 5 years, and I'm going to come back every single year, and we'll see how they've got on in every year. I'm probably going to make it a 5-season video, and then the next one will be another 5 seasons, and the next one should be another 5 seasons. And if there's not a lot of progress, we'll probably make it 10 seasons or so. So let's skip 5 years, guys, and let's see how Flyde are getting on. And I'll see you after season 1. Okay, guys, welcome back. As you can see, 1 year on, Flyde have been promoted. At the first time of asking, their manager is John Terry, so they must have got rid of their manager at some point. Let's see what they did there. They had Jim Bentley. He was there. He got sacked. And John Terry joined on the 28th of April. Very interesting, because in April, let's have a look at their form in April. Yeah, they had an awful April. They obviously weren't in the playoffs at that point either. So they've sacked their manager. John Terry has come in, got the playoffs, and then got them promoted via the playoffs. That is very impressive. Let's have a look how they actually done in the league. Yeah, as you can see, they literally managed to scrape playoffs on goal difference to go up. That is very lucky. Let's check the Flyde's transfer business over the summer. Bringing in a lot of players, spending £56,000, doing very well in the transfer window. I can't believe that John Terry is actually the manager there. They are now in the Vanarama National League. They're going to start the season off very strongly if they're going to get promoted. They've got some interesting friendlies. They're playing the Villa under-23s. I don't think they did very well in the Cups last year either. Out of the FA Cup first round against Morecambe, so nothing really good there. Out of the FA Trophy fourth round there as well against Barnet, so no Cup competitions. But yeah, we're going to go on 1 more year, guys. Let's see how Flyde do in the Vanarama National League. Let's see how much money they spend, and also let's see if John Terry is still the manager. Here we are, another year gone, another season done. As you can see, Flyde still in the Vanarama National League, so no promotion for them. They did get quite a high finish, though, 3rd in the Vanarama National. That is so unlucky. Let's see how close they was to promotion. Oh, 4 points off. They didn't quite do the playoffs. Let's go check out how their season went. That is very upsetting. As you can see, out of the FA Cup, 4th qualifying round to Kettering. A very poor performance in the FA Cup this year. So no success there. Still in the FA Trophy, 5th round, quarter-final, and the semi-final draw. And then we're out in the semi-final, 2nd leg. Oh, so they got to the semis of the FA Trophy, nearly into the final at Wembley. But they're very unlucky. Very unlucky. Losing in the playoffs. Oh, it could have been 2 years in a row, the playoffs promotions, but it just was not to be. Very upsetting. As you can see here, Josh Umara getting quite a few goals. Quite see how good he is. But let's have a look at their transfer business. Only £7,250 spent. Probably would have spent a little bit more if I was them. Again, a lot of players coming in, and not many out. So 2 years in a row, no one out here, only 3 people out here. So they must be building one heck of a squad. They must have quite a lot of youngsters in there as well. So they've got quite a good youth set up at the minute. We will check the overview. John Terry is still the manager. They're still classed as rich. Still only got a small stadium. Let's have a look at the milestones. Have they done anything to the club? I don't think they have. Landmarks. No, nothing here at all. Really not even trying to do anything with the stadium yet. I suppose they want to probably get into the Football League before they start doing it. But yeah, another year on, no promotions. Let's do 1 more year and we'll go into Season 3 and see how far they've gone. We're back, end of Season 3. As you can see, they do have a new manager, and it's quite a step up. A very experienced man, Paul Lambert. Not quite sure why he's gone there, but they had a very poor finish considering they got 3rd the year before. 11th is a very big step down. So let's have a look and see, when did Mr. Lambert join? So John Terry was sacked on the 1st of October. 9 days later, Mr. Lambert was appointed. So Mr. Lambert has actually had most of the season. So he obviously hasn't done very, very well. We will just have a little look. They finished 11th in the league, like we said. Let's look at the schedule, see how they did in the Cups. So as you can see, started off with a loss to Darlington, then went unbeaten through the month of August. Didn't win for 3 games in September before beating Eastleigh and then having a very good month again in October. They did get through the FA Cup 4th qualifying round. Went out on penalties to Bromley in the FA Cup first round proper. Then they went out in the FA Trophy 3rd round replay to Chesterfield before having a little bit of a league, bit of poor league form. Decent January. Actually, no, only 1 win in January. A mixed February. A very good March, unbeaten then, and finishing quite strong with 3 wins, but only getting 11th in the league. So not a great season there. 11th in the league. How will Paul Lambert be able to do in his first full season? Let's just look at the transfers. They spent £44,000. Only released 1 player. So again, lots of ins, not many outs for this team. So that's season 3 done. We're going to see him another season to end of season 4. I've got a good feeling about this one. I think Paul Lambert should be able to take them up. He's a very experienced manager, and this is quite a big step down for him. If you look at his milestones, sacked as manager of Ipswich in League 1, and he's dropping down 3 leagues to go to Flyde. So they've obviously paid him quite a bit of money, I would assume. He's on £5,500 per week. If you look at the rest of the Vanarama National League, I'm going to assume these managers aren't on much. £875 for Danny Pugh. £1,000 for Neil Cox, so that's a decent wage. Craig McHale-Smith, £975. Martin Craney, £775. Yeah, so he's on a lot of money, so there's going to be high expectations at Flyde. So yeah, let's skip 1 more year and see how Mr. Lambert gets on with Flyde. Here we are, guys, end of season 4. Flyde still in the Vanarama National. It looks like they finished 3rd again. Mr. Lambert still in charge. Let's see how they go on in the league. See how close they was to promotion again. They're getting very, very close, but not quite good enough. They was 1 point. Oh, they had a better goal difference as well. So if they'd have got an extra draw in the season, they would have gone up into the Football League. So close from Flyde. Let's check their form. See how they did in the Cups and stuff like that. So they started off against Scunthorpe at home and lost 3-1. Had a pretty good next 3 games, didn't lose before losing to Eastleigh away from home. Absolutely smashed it in September, not losing a game, only drawing 1 game out of the 5 or 6 games they played. Again in October, they was flying, unbeaten again, qualifying through the 4th round as well. Before having a little bit of a shaky start in November, they went out of the first round of the FA Cup, but still they were unbeaten in the league again. They must have been near the top of the league at some point here. And then in December, they started very, very well, went through the 3rd round of the FA Trophy, and then had a very poor end to December, losing 3 out of 4 games. Started well in January with 2 wins before losing in the FA Trophy 4th round to Dagenham and Redbridge, and then not winning a game for the next 2. Unbeaten again in February, and then unbeaten again in March, but only winning 1 game in March out of 6. So that's a lot of points dropped there. Started April, very, very well, and then a very, very poor end to April, not winning a game in 4. Winning the last game, winning the home game in the playoffs, and then losing the next round 2-0. So they lost in the semi-finals of that. Oh, no, that was the Vanarama playoff semi-final, it was only 1 leg. So that was the final. They lost in the playoff final again. So unlucky. Honestly, they've got to be getting very close now. Let's look at the transfers they've done. As you can see, they did get rid of some people now. They made £4,000, but they spent another £52,000. A lot of money. Let's just see if we can have a look at their landmarks and see what they've done. They got promoted there. They did upgrade the youth facilities, and the category went up. They then got the youth category raised to a category 2. So they're doing very well. I just want to check on the finances as well. As you can see, 800 million in there, so I've spent 200 million and they're only in the Vanarama National. That's a lot of money being put into the club and not a lot out of it so far. So they need to hurry up. I'm assuming Paul Lambert will have another season, but I think this could be his last. If he doesn't get them promoted this time, they genuinely could struggle to keep his job. They are favourites to go up as well. You can see they've got a lot of players now who have been bought for a lot of money, so they should be one of the better teams. Just go through the team quickly. Some of their players. Let's look at the wages. £5,500 on one player. That is absolutely mad considering the Vanarama National. There's no way any of the other teams are going to be paying that much money. As you can see, like the highest here is like 1,000. I think you could probably even go up to League 2 and the players wouldn't be on that much money. Yeah, £2,000. Yeah, no one even close to £5,000. They're in the league above. That is absolutely mental. We're going to do one more year. Hopefully they're promoted into the Football League and then they can push on to go up again. Welcome back, guys, to Season 5. This will be the last season we review in this video. There will be more to come, so do not worry. As you can see, not good. Still in the Vanarama National League, and they did finish 15th. Very, very poor. That is absolutely awful. You can see Phil Parkinson is now the manager. So Phil has taken over from Mr. Paul Lambert. And Paul Lambert went on... When was it? He went on the 28th of September. So the caretaker came in for 8 days. Phil Parkinson's been there for 268 days. He's actually had quite a lot of time there as well. So plenty enough time to actually make a difference. So you can't really blame Paul Lambert for the really bad season. He left in September. The season only just around it starts there. Let's have a look and see how bad they actually done, because that is very, very poor. So there was 15th, 62 points. They are a good 21 points off. Only getting a 0 goal difference as well. Very, very poor. Let's look at the schedule and let's see how their form was. So they started off against Torquay and won. Then they lost the next game before winning against Scunthorpe, and then went on a run of, 6 games without a win. So Paul Lambert went around this kind of time. Phil Parkinson came in around, I think, about here. So again, not very good. Not winning many games. Did have a decent November, only one loss. That was in the FA Cup first round replay against Chester. They actually played Chester 3 times in a row there. They're still in the FA Cup trophy, third round there. They got through the 4th round with some good form in the league there as well. Then they went through the 5th round in the FA Trophy before losing in the quarterfinal to Sutton, and then went on a run of 5 games without a loss, winning 4 of them. And then they ended the season very, very poorly. Absolutely pathetic, really. 6 games, no wins, and only 1 draw in that time. So 5 losses out of the last 6. Very, very poor from Flyde. Let's have a look at the transfer business. How did they get on? They spent £200,000. That is a massive, massive amount of money for the Vanarama National League. Only making £2,000 on a loan deal. That is very, very poor. We will check the club details and look at the finances. They've still got 800 million in the bank, so plenty of money is still there. It says they're still rich as well. Let's look at the landmarks and see what they've done. Youth category rating lowered to category 3 as well, so that's gone down as well. It's very poor. Chairman David Haythornwaite, he left. New chairman Carl Turner has taken over. He's a local businessman, so we might have to change that back to a front end. We'll change that back to a front end. We'll try and get him to put money into the club. But so far, 5 seasons, only 1 promotion. That is very poor. We will be back for another part of the video. Hopefully, they will get a couple of promotions. If they don't get promoted within the next 5 seasons, I will up the reputation so they can then bring more players in. Hopefully, that will help them and get better players, better managers and stuff like that to actually progress up the leagues. But yeah, I really do hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did enjoy the video, please make sure you like, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can see when the next part of this video or this series goes live. Really do appreciate you watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.